We found this opportunity, and we're working for it.
My man.
Tulsa King. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
You need a hug?
You need a fist?
Crutch, crutch, crutch. Crutch, crutch.
Crutch, you need anything.
I do have one question.
We didn't mean right now.
Being a cadet in Starfleet Academy means being open to the people around you.
I've spent my whole life getting away from stuff, letting someone in. That's hard.
I want to be captain. I need to be captain.
I owe you something. It is coming just for you.
Good morning and happy Monday, everyone. We're nearly 2 weeks into the World Cup. The second match of the group stage is wrapping up. Some teams have been eliminated and some have punched their ticket to the knockout stage, and we've got so much more in store today. So with that, welcome into Morning Footy, 48 Nations. I'm your host, Hannah Cash, alongside Marcelo Balboa, Charlie Davies and JD Dyer. Boys, we're 12 days into this. How are we feeling, JD?
I'm feeling great. Burn them. Let's go, man. That's a fire. Let's go.
Cloud 9. I mean, one, from our perspective, the U.S. men's national team thriving, everyone in the country talking about this group. They've played with a real inspiration, and they've moved people who don't even watch the game to be engaged with our sport. But also the fans in general in this country. Our country has embraced the world, and the world have been really receptive within our country. So hearing a lot of the foreigners that have come to the United States and seeing kind of what the media had portrayed before they came to actually being here and saying, oh my God, the U.S. is incredible. We read and see all these negative things being talked about within the United States. It is everything but that.
Does it make you feel like kids again? You know, like when you first fell in love with the game? You know,
I went for a run today. I don't feel like a kid. Not one bit. Everything hurt. Ankles are swollen, knees hurts. No. I know what you're saying. I think when the beautiful thing about our sport is it's infectious. And when you watch it and you come to this country and you embrace the World Cup, the cultures, how many texts I've gotten that, oh yeah, my son's a baseball kid, but he watched the World Cup and he wants to go outside and play soccer now. He wanted to go kick the ball. So that little spark, that 10-year-old, that 12-year-old, that 14-year-old that's watching it and is like, okay, I want to do that now. That's what I think this World Cup is bringing to this country. Kids are dreaming again about playing our beautiful sport. And not just for fun, but maybe for a scholarship, maybe to be a semi-pro to pro. But at the end of the day, it's to love our sport.
Yeah, like, definitely.
To build off that, I went to a lacrosse tournament for my 10-year-old twin boys this weekend. And there was a kid who came up to me and said, I'm going to soccer tryouts.
Oh, wow.
Because he was moved by the World Cup. And he had played, but he was, I think I'm going to pursue lacrosse and, basketball. Now he's going to play the sport because of what he's been able to see this summer.
Yeah, it definitely feels like everyone's embracing it in the US. Even our own Marco Messina, he's going to Dallas. He went yesterday and he posted on his Instagram story a video of everyone on the plane watching the World Cup games. It was like football games everywhere on all the seats. So it's incredible. It's incredible to see in this World Cup, everybody. So should we get into some of the games then? So yesterday, Spain delivered quite the birthday present for their head coach, Luis de la Fuente, yesterday, scoring 4 against Saudi Arabia on his 65th birthday. And here's what he had to say after the match.
Me parece una auténtica barbaridad dudar de este equipo. 33 partidos consecutivos sin perder. O sea, eso me parece una barbaridad, cuestionar a este equipo. Que puedes tener un día bueno, menos bueno, regular, eso es el fútbol, es así. Pero cuestionar y dudar de este equipo, de esta generación de futbolistas tan jóvenes, con un recorrido excepcional, eso es lo que me parece injusto.
So after Spain's 0-0 draw with Cabo Verde, it seemed like people were questioning why did we even put Spain as one of the favourites to win the World Cup. But even yesterday, De La Fuente said that's an absurd thing to say. Did yesterday's performance put Spain back on that list to be favourites to win the World Cup, Charlie?
I would say when Lamine Yamal is on the pitch, yes, without a doubt. But again, It's Saudi Arabia. They beat 4-0. It's not like they're beating a pot 1 team to say, hey, guys, don't worry, everything's back on track. By the way, Saudi Arabia is not as good as Cape Verde. Cape Verde is one of those teams that defensively is sound. They have a great goalkeeper. I think they're much more underrated than people give them credit for. But at the end of the day, Saudi Arabia is a very beatable team. It's almost like when Germany smashed Curaçao 7-1. You don't see Germany going, hey, all our problems are solved, and the next game nearly losing to Ivory Coast. They're going to be one of the favorites when Lamine Yamal's on the pitch. There's no doubt about that. But to say that maybe they're front runners, I think that's when you go, all right, I don't know about that at the moment.
See, this is the problem. Chuck had the right answer and then talked himself out of the right answer. You said it. The sentence was so correct. They have Lamine Yamal. That's the end of the sentence because he is that good. And I've been saying it definitively, and I'm so glad that the rest of the world is recognizing it. This is the best player in the world because of what he can do. His energy, the way he impacts a game, the way he changes the game. He changed the whole dynamic of a team that was set on a specific style of football by just his impact, just his influence. And I'm so glad the pressure's been taken off of him, that he got his opening goal, and now he can just relax as an 18-year-old. Because you know, as a wonder kid, when you're stepping into those type of shoes, that type of pressure, the mental side of it can be even heavier than the physical side. And we've had the question marks around the hamstring and whether or not he's going to be fully fit in this World Cup. It doesn't matter if you have 50% of Lamine Yamal. He is still sensational to the bone, and he's like nothing we've ever seen before. So I'm happy he's breaking records. I'm happy that he's getting an impact in the World Cup. And most importantly, if he's on the pitch, it's over. Spain stand as good a chance as anybody in this tournament.
Yeah, but it's obvious. I mean, if you want to go,
he talked himself out of it.
If he's on the field,
I didn't talk
they're going to
myself
win.
out of it. Lamine Yamal is a difference maker for Spain, no doubt. But what I'm saying is,
there's that word again.
No, all I'm saying is, he also was on the pitch for Barcelona, and Barcelona didn't win Champions League, right? So not because he's on the field is it automatic.
They stand a better chance, just like Messi with Argentina and Mbappe with France. We can keep going down the list. Whoever has that special game changer is going to be in the top 5 or 6.
Yes.
We know that. Now, did they convince me? Not yet. But they're not supposed to convince me right now. They're supposed to build into it. They're going to play their best soccer in the next 2 or 3 games. Then we'll talk. But when they play a better team than Uruguay or place them, this is where we're going to see what they have a little bit more. But listen, you don't want to start the World Cup here and drop little by little, play your best game. So they haven't played their best game.
Facts.
But they're building. They played better against Saudi. We'll see how they do against Uruguay. Hopefully he get 65 minutes, agree? Hopefully with his hamstring. But yeah, when he's on the field, man, they're one of the favorites. Just like France is with Mbappe, just Argentina is with Argentina, Messi. So
what if I throw it back at you and say to you they've never lost while he's started a game for Spain? Does that give you any more confidence in terms of what you've seen? No? Nothing at all?
Because you're going to lose eventually, then what?
I mean, he's European champions. He's already showcased what he can do at 16 years old in the European Championship.
What he did in the past, he's got to prove it now in the World Cup. This is the biggest stage in the world.
And he's ready.
This is it. Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
he's only played 45 minutes. What happens if he walks out there, he gets hit, and all of a sudden his ankle's down? What happens to Spain now?
Because it's a different conversation.
No. But hold on. That's what I'm saying. This is our sport. At any moment, you can get an injury, you can get a tweak.
Especially going into it with an injury. So even with Christian Pulisic, he comes into it, right?
I like how Christian Pulisic and Lamine Yamal in the same sentence, man. I like
We're talking injuries.
We're talking about injuries going into a tournament. You think you overcome it. You play. Next thing you know, 45 minutes, you're out. Now he's still trying to work his way back. Can he play against Turkey? Isn't even the right situation to play him. Is it 20 minutes? Is it 10 minutes? Is it no, we rest him for the knockout rounds? But for Lamine Yamal with hamstrings, like any major injury, when you're coming back from it, you're trying to find your fitness. At some point, you're going to be asked to push it a little bit more.
Facts.
It is the World Cup. Now, can he do that consistently throughout the tournament? As you start to go deeper, that's the big question mark. Because if he's not available, this Spain team is nowhere near where their potential is, nowhere near it. And so therefore, they're not even close to a favorite.
And I'm not doubting anything you're saying because I understand the question marks around his fitness, I understand the question marks around his health, but I'm talking about if he can play these 7 to 8 games at the level that we've seen him play so far, especially in a Spain shirt, I think they're definitively the favourites. Because I look at the confidence they've had throughout qualification, I look at the confidence they have in Luis de la Fuentes, and most importantly, I look at the confidence they have in him. What I saw yesterday was a team that was ignited. They recognised the player that was here that can make an impact, and they weren't scared to feed him. From minute one, it was, okay, what can we do to get Lamine the ball? What can we do to get him in positions to be successful? You know as well as I do, as much as that hamstring injury, he's going to ramp it up, he's going to push it because he's 18 years old. He doesn't know any better. He's had his fair share of hamstring injuries before.
There's the problem.
But
there's the problem.
And I'm not doubting that. But I've seen 18-year-olds come to these World Cups and showcase what they can do in the biggest moments and make a big difference. And I do believe that he has all of the ability, all of the potential, and most importantly, wants the responsibility in order to do so. That's why I turn around and still have them as the favourites.
Marcelo, what other players impressed you yesterday that weren't named Lamine Yamal then?
No one.
You wouldn't even
Listen,
argue
I think we've all been waiting. We've all been waiting for this young man. The build-up for Barcelona, everywhere we go, it's been a build-up, right? So now we want to see him. That's what we're waiting for. We've already seen the Messis, we've seen the Mbappes, we've seen everybody in the world. That's the next guy that's going to put soccer on his back. Him, Mbappe. So we're waiting to see him. And when he played yesterday, I mean, thrilled to death that he was 100%. But tell me another player right now that you would say, okay, he's going to put soccer on his back. Because listen, for how many years now have we talked about Messi and Ronaldo? How many years? 20 years maybe we've been talking about it?
Yeah.
Who's going to take that? Who's going to take that crown next? Who's going to take it and lead this? Because you need a star. Let's be honest.
Yep.
You have the LeBron James, you have the Michael Jordans, you have the Magic Johnsons in basketball, right?
Now you're talking my language.
No, but that's what I'm saying, right? You've had these guys that have carried our sport. Who's going to carry our sport now? Because you need someone to put it on its back. We've had it on Messi and Ronaldo. Who's going to carry it besides this young man?
I'm looking forward to this generational battle, and I love the fact that we were blessed with Messi and Ronaldo, who were, let's say, roughly around the same age, not that much in terms of age difference between them, so we could see the growth in their individual battles. And I'm so happy you talk about those one-on-one battles, because it is the 1%. Yeah. Everybody that's a pro, you're a 1%. You're an incredible athlete. But I'm talking about the 1% of the 1% is what we're talking about now when we talk about Lamine and we talk about Kylian Mbappe, who I thought was going to step into that shoe. I thought genuinely the plate was laid for him to walk in and become the king of football and accept that responsibility. And I feel like if he is understanding the assignment, this is a moment for him to really showcase that I'm still, in his mind probably, I'm still the best player in world football. And I think he will actually want to step up and step into that throne, because let's not forget, he's already achieved this. What we want from Lamine Yamal, Kylian has already done technically as a teenager and understood that and been to finals, understood what the responsibility is in terms of representing your nation and done it at the highest level. And it's almost like as if we kind of shun that to a side because the new shiny toy is here. But I still think Kylian Mbappe could step up in those big moments and showcase why he definitively...
It's funny we're talking about that because Messi is about to be 39 years old. And he just scored a hat-trick. His first hat-trick in a World Cup.
Because he's not letting go of that crown.
And he's about to say, oh, here's the all-time crown? Boom, right? Because Mbappe, 2018, comes onto the scene and
killed it.
Absolutely kills it. And win a World Cup. Now, he wasn't, quote unquote, the best player, right? But he was the most impactful player using his pace. Now you fast forward to 2022, hat-trick in a final, and they lose. But he gets to another final.
They got there.
They got there.
Yeah.
This one, it's coming off the back of a disappointing Real Madrid season. Even though he scored, the team didn't have success. If he can carry France again to a final and win it, now he has every opportunity to say, hey, I am the upcoming king. It is my crown now after Messi and Ronaldo. So there are a lot of storylines I think left to be talked about in this World Cup.
Yeah, we even have a comment here on YouTube saying, I'm sorry to say that Lamine Yamal is overrated. I don't think he's Pele.
Excuse me?
I don't think he's Pele, Maradona, Messi, or CR7.
Did we bring up those names? Did we say that?
I don't think we said those names, but I also don't think you can ever put the words overrated and Lamine Yamal in the same sentence. Yeah. And I would just say, like, not everybody on the internet is for you. Some people are just there to troll. And I would say that's definitely...
But you saw, hold on, but you saw yesterday. First 2 minutes, what did he do? He got a ball, cut left, cut right, went down the line. The whole stadium erupted. That's finally someone's going at somebody. Somebody's creative.
Because you understand.
Creativity of soccer. And right now in modern soccer, there's not creativity. Let's get the ball wide and let's just pump it into the box.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that. That's why he's going to stand out.
And that's why I give him the title of being the world's best. Only because
after this World Cup,
you separate yourself by doing things on a pitch that make me as a broadcaster, as a fan, sit up and go, oh, okay, there's something different there.
He can't be the world's best, though, until he wins that trophy.
Okay.
Until he wins.
We're holding that standard to Ronaldo. We held that standard to Messi.
I love it.
Who's the best? Who's the best? He's right there now. Win it. Win it and prove to everybody you're the best.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. This is good.
Well, that was all in Group H. Spain beating Saudi Arabia 4-0. But also in Group H, we had Uruguay drawing Cabo Verde 2-2. We weren't able to touch on that, but that were the results in Group H. We are going to be taking a quick break here on Morning Footy, though, everybody. Do stay with us. We've got much more coming up on the other side.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others, but they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Belgium and Iran took the pitch in Los Angeles, both seeking to build off a draw in their first game, and the Red Devils were frustrated once again. Rudy Garcia's side had the majority of possession, but a red card from centre-back Nathan Ngoy ensured that it ended in a 0-0 draw. Belgium couldn't find the breakthrough despite outshooting Iran 23-7, leaving both teams on 2 points heading into the final match day. And elsewhere in Group G, New Zealand continued its hot start to the tournament by taking an early lead over Egypt, just their third time ever leading a World Cup match. But the Faroes roared back to life in the second half. Mustafa Ziko's 58th-minute goal was followed in quick succession by a goal and an assist from superstar Mo Salah. Egypt's 3-1 win was their first in team history and almost certainly sets them up for the knockout stages for the first time. So this is how Group G is shaping up after yesterday's games. Egypt are at the top of their group on 4 points. Iran and Belgium sit on 2 points, and New Zealand in fourth place on 1 point. And these are some of the fan celebrations after the games in Group G. Yesterday, we saw Egypt get their first ever World Cup win. We also saw Cabo Verde get their first ever goal. Just scenes like this, boys, it does feel like these moments are the reason why the 48 teams in this World Cup has been a success, isn't it?
Well, Egypt's never won a game in the World Cup at this stage, so this is what it means to them. And people don't realize, not everybody's going to win, and everybody recognizes that, but this is a win for this nation. That this is the moment they've been waiting for, to call themselves, in their minds, champions. It doesn't really matter what happens throughout the rest of the tournament, because King Mo is going to be held as the king forever. Look at this guy.
Did you see what some of the teammates and coaches were saying about Mohamed Salah before the game? Just what he means to the country, what he means to all the kids in this country, in Egypt that play the game. It's just sensational, and how humble he is. But look what he's doing for a whole country. I mean, this is just a microcosm of how important this sport is for people who are going through difficult times, who need some joy, and inspiration, and positivity, and how it can lift a whole nation.
Telling you, man.
Man, I'm hyped. This is why this World Cup has been, it's blown my mind of just how successful it's been, because coming into it, there were so many people talking about 48 teams, it's going to be diluted. You know, there's going to be so many weak opponents in games where it's high scoring. You're going to see some 10-0 games, and you're going to say teams don't belong to be there. This tournament has been incredible. Every single group, even Curaçao. Sure, they get beat 7-1. But in that first half, they scored to equalize against Germany, and then they bounced back the next game with Elo Room with 15 saves.
Because if you ask any Curaçao fan, you know what they take from that game against Germany? We scored.
Yeah,
we scored.
We scored.
We got to celebrate.
That's all that matters to them. We scored. We scored.
And that's the Cape Verde fans. Cabo Verde, everybody's partying, dancing. It's been a celebration for most nations. Haiti. Just being at the World Cup is a win. It's a celebration. And by the way, they're not getting embarrassed. They're not getting blown out. They're competing.
Not at all.
So this World Cup has been a success. It's been a 10 out of 10 in so many ways. Not only the performances in the games, but the fans.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go back to this New Zealand-Egypt game, because you even said it's surprising to say that Egypt have never won a game in the World Cup, just because they've had so much success in Africa. They've won AFCON the most out of any other nation. So now they could potentially make it to the knockout stages for the first time, Marcelo. Realistically, how far do you think Egypt can go in this tournament this summer?
Listen, I think Neil Emblem, the coach of New Zealand, was a Colorado Rapids coach in MLS, and I was surprised how they just kind of fell apart. And and Egypt came and took it to them. But the beauty of this World Cup, it all depends on who you get in the draw. I think they'll get out of the group, and I think they can do well. They have a good team. They've got a great leader. So I think when you look at teams in the World Cup, you can say we can guess. You can look at the numbers, but team spirit, what you believe in, if you believe in each other. We've seen teams in this World Cup from the United States to Canada to Egypt to Cabo Verde that believe the spirit of the group. They believe in each other. They're willing to die for each other on the field. And I think those teams are very dangerous, because you get teams that want to play soccer, and you got teams that are hungry and they'll press you and repress you. Those are the most dangerous teams, because you let down. Because I can tell you what, Spain let down a little bit, right? When they played Cabo Verde, they let down. And they realized what can happen. In this World Cup, anything can happen. But I think Egypt can get into a quarterfinal. I know it's far out there, but team spirit and the way they're playing, the way they believe in their guys, I think they can do it.
Charlie, do you like seeing Mo Salah perform well on US soil?
I love it.
Oh, by the way, San Diego rumors. Let's go.
Exactly.
Do you want to see him after the World Cup on US soil?
Well, he says San Diego because Mansour, the owner of San Diego, is Egyptian and one of the wealthiest men in the world. And so if you're telling me money isn't an issue, there's no number that it would scare away San Diego in pursuing Mohamed Salah, then I think coming to the United States for this World Cup can only help convince him that this is the right place for him, and MLS could be the right league for him to continue to enjoy life and enjoy the game. But in talking about Egypt, they were poor in the first half. Mohamed Salah still didn't look like himself, and then he finally started to look a little bit more like, and just his movement, dribbling with the ball, the goal that he scored, that looked like the Mohamed Salah that can make a real impact in this tournament. So if you get that Mohamed Salah and you get that Egypt, they can definitely make a run. But the next game is Iran. And Iran is also playing with that same type of
tenacity.
Yeah, the togetherness, the fight, getting up and down, the belief. So if Iran win, they have 5 points. If Egypt win, they lock up this group with 7 points. Belgium have been a massive disappointment. So
biggest disappointment in the tournament so far.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying Mohamed Salah thriving in Egypt. You know, I got a chance to play against Egypt, and I could see what it meant to the people, how much those players play with passion and desire and commitment. So it's well deserved.
And just quickly before you switch gears, I tell you what I've noticed from a coaching perspective, and I noticed it first with Egypt. I didn't notice it so much domestically, but I think it's now probably better suited to his game. Coach Hassan has kind of moved Mo into a very much a central position. And I noticed it first with his nation a couple of years ago, and I was like, oh, he's really effective in those type of spaces where he's not having to do as much work going the opposite way. He can almost play like a free role, kind of what we see Messi doing for Argentina. And he can just be effective, he can be sharp and do what Mo does, be clinical in the final third. Now he's unlocked that for his national team. You can see the trust from all of his teammates around him, almost as if like, we'll do the dirty work for you, Mo, because we know when it comes down to clinical edge and especially a little bit of class in the final third, which is the hardest thing to do in football, period. He has it in abundance. And he has that mentality that he doesn't really care who's in front of him. He genuinely believes every time, it could be the world's best defender or the world's best defender, he is going to score. And I love that ruthlessness I see in his game.
Yeah, definitely.
That smile made me, look. I see Chuck D knows, man. Chuck D knows. That striker to striker, he knows.
The other game in Group G was Belgium taking on Iran, and that ended in a 0-0 draw. So Iran getting their second successive draw in this World Cup. We're going to be taking a look now at a quote from Iran's head coach, Amir Galanoui, talking about the conditions they're facing and how they've been able to succeed despite those setbacks. We came into the World Cup under the worst possible conditions, and still we got a result against a great team and a great manager. We played a beautiful game. We had 2 great games without losing. Tonight we celebrate. Tomorrow we focus on Egypt, which is a very strong team. How impressed have we been, boys, by this these 2 performances from Iran? Because, look, they fielded the oldest ever team in World Cup history. They're having to fly into America and out of America within 24 hours. They're not getting a lot of recovery. How impressed have you been by their 2 draws they've been able to put up?
They've shown me an element of the World Cup that sometimes we forget, and I'm so happy that both my teammates here alluded to it, the pride element. And what I see in every single time they step on the pitch is an element of pride and representing their nation. So someone asked me earlier today, who surprised you the most, or who's given you the best impression so far in the World Cup? And I said it's been Iran, because I understand exactly the conditions they're going through. Could you imagine the 18-hour days they're going through throughout every day? And people don't realize, people just see the 90 minutes or 100 minutes now with these hydration breaks and think that's it. No, people don't recognize the travel that's required, the film study that goes into it, the coaching that goes into it as well, all pre-game, the warm-ups that's required, and then the fatigue on your body, and also the subs that might only play 25 minutes and have to go out and do their fitness extras afterwards, and everybody then has to go and transfer to a whole nother country. The level of dedication and tenacity I'm seeing from Iran in this tournament, you're already winners in my eyes, because nobody gave you in terms of the expectations of wanting to win this World Cup. But what I'm seeing in terms of the pride and putting your nation on front street, and also the humility in the way that you're carrying yourself with the notes and the recognition of what's going on that's a disadvantage to them, but then most importantly, still making sure they attribute and play on the pitch, they have impressed me beyond belief. And I have the utmost respect for all of the people that's required in that team, from the coaching staff, the managerial, the technical staff, and of course the players, because it's not easy conditions they're under right now, and they're still performing at the highest level. So they have a fan in me right now, and I want them to go as far in this tournament as possible.
Yeah, it's always tough when you have politics at play, right? And that's the ugly part of behind the scenes when you're trying to compete and represent your country, because you're trying to represent all the good about your country and all the good things that, you know, have helped you get to that level, to broadcast around the world that you're representing the people that helped you, that helped form this country and given people hope. And to deal with that in the background, that loud background noise, you could see the Iranians that come to the stadium. They're full of pride.
They are, man.
They're happy. And these players are using that as momentum to put Iran in a bright light, in a positive light. So my hat's off to Iran. But for me, it's also, Cape Verde's in that same boat in terms of no one gave them a shot. And they had a difficult group. But first Spain, then Uruguay, 2 points. Now they're going into that last game against Saudi Arabia. And they're thinking,
that's a dream, bro.
We have the chance to be second place in this group, let alone getting out as a third-place team. They have the chance to really, if Spain beat Uruguay, they're going in, or there's a draw.
They're in.
They're going in.
Yeah, definitely. On the other side of the pitch, though, is Belgium. They've gone.
Let me just help you.
I'm going to take a deep breath on this one.
Let's be fair. Let's be fair. Am I wrong?
Yeah. I was going to give you a
Were they
stat
good
that
or were
kind
they
of
bad?
sums it up.
Belgium. Let's be honest.
Terrible.
They were
Dreadful.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Dreadful.
They've gone 406 World Cup minutes without scoring a goal by any of their players. Did they prove yesterday that the golden generation that went so far in previous World Cups is over?
When did it start?
Let's start with.
Let's start with 2014.
Well, that was Eden Hazard, though. When Eden Hazard was on the pitch.
He's retired.
But you've got the likes of,
He's chilling on the beach
you've got the likes of De Bruyne, Lukaku, Courtois.
No,
Still in
listen,
that squad?
I'm going to go with this. I saw a dude yesterday online say, why are you guys beating up Belgium? They're beating themselves up. We're expecting the Belgium that played against the United States. That's what we thought was all coming in here. We're like, oh, they could be one of the favorites. Listen, no creativity, no movement off the ball. They're very static. Their defending is horrible. Let's be honest, they could have lost both games. And you sit there and you wonder, what's going on here? Because they've got good players. Lukaku's not fit. He struggled all year. You saw him there. His touch was off. They don't have that golden generation. I'm so tired of hearing that because you can blame coaches for that, right? There was a coach who had them who now is with Portugal. So we'll see if it was players or if it was coach. But I don't see a Belgium that inspired me to think that they're the top 10 and have an opportunity to get out of the group or even go far. They can, but they're going to have to switch on that switch really quick. But I didn't see anything that really I would say, okay, this is a team that, and I know they were missing a key factor. I get it. But at the end of the day, there was really nothing for me there. I was so disappointed. I was excited to see them play this year, and I'm just like, okay, if I just whatever.
2018 was their chance. When you're talking about golden generation, 2018 was their real opportunity. 2014 to 2018, and those two World Cups, we're 2 World Cups removed from that. So.
Yeah. Well, if we look at the standings in Group G, Egypt are at the top on 4 points, Iran second on 2, Belgium third on 2, New Zealand last on 1. Who do we see progressing into the knockout stages?
Okay,
finishing last.
Unfortunately, the only part about, and I've been so high on the expansion of this World Cup because everything that we've spoken about in the first 30 minutes of this show, the showcasing of new countries, the culture, and we get that for a longer period of time. The only thing that is now, I'm going to be sounding a bit contradictory of myself, is Belgium probably will still go through.
I just want to walk out of the studio.
They probably will still go through as a third-place team or a second-place team.
Let me get you flipping here.
And unfortunately, they don't deserve to. Let's just be honest. And I don't ever take credit away from a team because you have worked your tail off to get to this position. But what I've seen, the level of disappointment I have, for the quality you have, I'm not interested in watching another Belgium game. That's how bad it is because then they're redundant to watch.
But if they don't finish first place in the group, there's a major effect for them.
Oh, they're going to get found out.
Because they will not be on the U.S.'s side, which the U.S., again, fingers crossed, things continue to go well. But their pathway just becomes a little bit nicer.
Nicer. That's a good way. Yes, nicer.
Nicer.
American teammates, look at them. They love it.
Well,
I'm very selective with my word choice there. So it's nicer. That's all I said.
Well, Belgium are going to be playing New Zealand, who've only been able to pick up 1 point in 2 matches. I loved when I asked you about Belgium, you just went, they suck. Very honest. I love it, Marcelo.
I mean, listen, if you're going to be honest, you're going to be honest. We're guys that love to watch football, and when you watch this team play, they were just not good.
Yeah,
it's painful to watch.
Yeah, it's painful.
What are the comments saying? I want to know what the comments
We have had some comments. We'll look at the comments in the breaks. We've got to go to a break, Charlie, and we'll get back to you. Everybody, so that was everything you need to know in Group G. We are taking a break here on Morning Footy, though. Everybody, do stay with us. We've got much more coming up.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back into Morning Footy 48 Nations. Now we are on YouTube today, so you are free to comment whatever you feel is appropriate. And someone has commented in regards to Charlie.
Yes.
They have said Charlie's avoiding the Mike Grella route.
I love how Mike Grella's become an icon in this period of time.
Talking about the US.
Yeah. You throwing out layup is...
Oh, crazy statement.
That's diabolical.
You were just kind of going around the potential US candidates who
The
they could
stars
play.
are aligning nicely right this time of year. That's all.
Can't speak too quickly. Right, so that's the comment we're going to be looking at. Let's move on. So we're going to be doing a regional vibe meter now, everyone. So we're going to be ranking on the vibe meter where different federations are. So Marcella, I think we're going to be starting off with you. Where on the vibe meter is CONCACAF currently? So they've obviously got 6 countries here in the World Cup, the 3 automatic hosts, the co-hosts, and then Curacao, Haiti, Panama at the extra 3.
Right. What are my choices?
Ooh, there's your vibe meter there on the screen. I like this.
Top dog, dominant, fighting.
We're trying to read it, everybody. Nervous, panicking, disaster.
I'm going to go top dog.
Top dog.
With CONCACAF.
Top dog.
Canada won. US won. Mexico won. I mean, look about it. Mexico won both games. US won both games. Canada won, tied. So I put up there. I think we're
what
doing
about Curacao,
I think we're one of the 2. I said top dog. Top dog of the group. So that's all. Okay. Hey, you got to go with you got
So you're saying the vibe of CONCACAF right now is top dog?
Top dog.
I would also throw in just the World Cup here in CONCACAF.
We're doing a great job overall.
Top dog.
Yeah.
The fans have embraced
Look
it.
at they don't agree.
Look at this American bias. You hear it? You feel it?
I don't know.
You feel it coming in?
Well, you got to throw that into consideration.
Yeah.
The world came to CONCACAF, and CONCACAF has put on a show. So, with that being said, Vibe meter for CONCACAF, top dog.
I do agree with US, Canada, Mexico. They've done really well. Mexico,
Remind
US.
them of the other nations that's involved in that same region.
Curacao, Haiti, and Panama.
How did Curacao do in their last game? Just curious.
Okay, fair enough.
Now,
where would you have put them?
And you knew what you were going to get with Haiti, right? It was just
I would have said that they're doing well. They're doing okay. They're not quite top dogs, but they're doing okay. It's not bad.
Okay.
It's a nice little
Well, if you
warm
look
start.
at ratings of regions, the CONCACAF region is second with better percentage than other nations, we'll say. So I would think we're doing quite well. This particular moment we're talking about, we still have to watch Panama play again and other games, but I would think that you're looking at, surprisingly, no one thought that Mexico was going to win both games initially. No one put the U.S. to win both games. No one thought Canada was going to win and tie, not lose yet. So I'm thinking to myself, yeah, we should be feeling pretty good, man. It's too easy. No one in life, here it is. For me, it's very easy to be negative in life. Everybody's negative. Much more harder to be positive. So I'm always going to be positive with my team, with my region. So yeah, I think we are top dog right now.
All right, okay. We'll give you top dog then.
All right.
Charlie, you've got this one, CAF.
Yes.
They've got 10 countries in this World Cup. Do you want me to read them out for you, just to...
No, I got them.
Oh, okay.
You got them all? Okay.
Yeah, I got them all. I got all 10. The disappointment in CAF would be Tunisia. I think that they're an absolute disaster. But you know what? I'm going to put dominant. I'm going to go with dominant, even though they're probably closer to fighting, but I'm going to go with dominant because Morocco are class. They watching them play against Brazil in person at my life, I was moved to see how far they've grown from that 2022 World Cup. And they were semifinalists in there. This team can absolutely be semifinalists again. They are fun to watch. I'm really moved by them. Senegal, they got unlucky. They played France. They're still a good team. We're going to see today, actually, when they play Norway, just where they are. Ivory Coast has played above their level. They've impressed. They should have figured out a way to at least get a point against Germany, especially taking the lead. But Ivory Coast have been good. And then Cape Verde, come on. That's the Cinderella team of this World Cup. So if I'm going down the list of African nations, it's been such a joy, especially my father coming from the continent. Without Nigeria, who's usually the party, they've just been such a joy to watch, and they've uplifted a whole continent. So I'm really impressed with the performance of CAF.
Yeah, DR Congo getting the 1-1 draw with Portugal as well.
Super impressive.
Yeah.
And I've been saying it for a long while. Defensively, they're one of the best teams in world football in terms of just understanding the assignment and their connection together. They're really hard to break down. They've shown it in the CAF region, and now they get an opportunity to show it in world football as well. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, but I'm super confident in what Congo have done so far and what they've showcased me over the last 12 to 18 months as well.
Yeah, I think we've all been impressed as well by Côte d'Ivoire. Do you think Côte d'Ivoire could be the 2026 equivalent of what we saw Morocco do in 2022?
They could be. I mean, I'm not going to write them off.
You think they've got the talent? You've got Diomande in that team as well.
Yeah, I just think Morocco is still the top African team, and Senegal is just below them. So they're probably in that third, probably the third best African team in this tournament. But again, who's to say?
It's just above Senegal. Only because of what they did against Germany. They were fantastic.
They were
absolutely fantastic.
But Senegal was pretty good for,
the first 45 minutes,
yeah.
I went to the game, and I'm telling you, the first 45 minutes for Senegal against France, they should have at least been 2 up. And it's what we always say about, especially countries, can they just show a little bit of composure in the final third when you're up against the big nations? And if Senegal had a bit of composure, that could have been a completely...
game for 66 minutes.
They were really good.
And then that's when they had to break down.
How do you feel with my vibe check for CAF?
I think your vibes were accurate.
Yeah.
I think your vibes are accurate.
We've also had a comment about Cabo Verde as well. What they've done is amazing. Fairy tale of this World Cup so far. I mean, 2-2 against Uruguay, 0-0 against Spain.
No pushovers.
Two countries that have won the World
and
Cup.
Now they got Saudi Arabia, so they could literally go unbeaten in the group stage.
Yeah.
No
Amazing story. Amazing story. Okay, on to our next one. JD, on the vibe meter, where is UEFA? 16 countries in Europe playing in this World Cup.
Can I ask for, because I'm an old man, can someone bring the screen a little bit closer to me? Is that what it is?
Top dog, dominant, fighting.
I would say
nervous?
to you, they are fighting. And the reason why they're fighting, they're almost fighting for their lives. They're fighting for their original reputation because they've been seen as the standard in terms of world football for a long while. And what I would say is that what I'm noticing about, especially the European teams, that complacency and that arrogance that's been on their shoulder for a long while is catching up with them.
Oh, is it
very
arrogance?
much catching up
Is
with
it
them.
arrogance or confidence?
No, it's arrogance. I'm going to tell you now, it's arrogance. Yeah, I like that. I know exactly what my boys are going.
I don't think he saw the clip.
No, I've seen the clip. I know exactly. Is it confident? No, it's arrogance.
Are you sure it's arrogance?
No,
or
it's definitely arrogance.
You know?
Because they came into a lot of this tournaments, and I think Belgium has been the understanding of such, and thinking, oh, we're okay, we're much better than everybody, because historically everyone should fear us because the notable players are here, or the notable players in world football are recognised in these regions. And I'm telling you now, the rest of the world is caught up. It's no longer a competition as to whether or not they're here. No, they've arrived. The gap between France and Senegal, I watched with my own eyes and broadcasting the game, is super tight. That really tells me in terms of the levels that's there. And that's arguably the gold standard in regards to European football right now. Spain have had their wake-up call. Germany have had spells in which they've been recognised and showcased. So we no longer look at these European nations and say, oh yeah, definitely there's going to be 4 or 5 European nations in regards to in the last 8 of a competition. No, there might only be a couple. And that's rightfully so in terms of the football that we've seen across the first couple of games in this tournament.
Would you agree with that, boys?
I think he's spot on.
Mm-hmm. What, that the rest of the world are catching up to Europe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, this World Cup is, you don't need any more evidence in this World Cup. I mean, you've seen some of the matches, the quote-unquote underdogs. The margins are very slim, and they're even slimmer when we're talking about the top, let's say 20 teams, right? And there are teams that, for whatever reason, because they come from CAF or they come from CONCACAF, they aren't seen as superior. Well, we're seeing now that if you have the right mentality, the skill level is not that big of a difference, right? And there's a lot of, we talked about it, Brazil, you're used to seeing the flair and the different playmakers, the different styles, Lamine Yamals of the world. Now, if everyone's playing this tactical game and playing in a box, and you don't have other players bringing out the creativity, now you're making the game that much more predictable, and you're seeing that there isn't the difference makers that we would have seen in the past.
When's the last time you saw Brazil play and hit 6 or 7 long balls to their forward? That's what we're seeing now. But we're seeing more of a European style because all the players are playing in Europe. That's what throws me. We're missing that juego bonito. We're missing that little flick here, run there, that little nutmeg here.
Wanting to do the one-on-ones.
Yes.
One in for wingers. The last time I watched Brazil with that level of flair, and I'm happy they bought Neymar, because hopefully he'll reinstall that back into not just himself, but his teammates. Hey, let's go out and express ourselves. But I haven't seen enough expression yet from players in certain regions. And you'll know, like, when you talk about regional football, like, Brazilians play a completely different way to how Spanish plays. The French play a completely different way to how the Senegalese should play. But right now, because we're so tactic heavy, it's almost as like we're almost seeing duplications of the same players doing the same things over and over again. It's why we're so high on certain players and why we question mark over certain regions now.
Okay. All right then, everybody. Those were our vibe meters. We didn't actually get to CONMEBOL. But there's 6 countries in
We'll just give them a
CONMEBOL.
thumbs up for
We'll
now.
just give them a thumbs up for now. We've got to get to trivia, though, everybody. So today's question is Belgium.
How are you going to give away the question?
Oh, the answer is up.
Guys, graphics.
This is
and I knew the answer.
This is a fail.
This is a morning footy fail. This needs to be put in the morning footy fail for the end of this.
All right, guys, we got a trivia, and we're going to give you the answer right underneath. Maybe they have a new trivia to throw up.
Maybe we'll get a new trivia.
Is there a new trivia?
I know Marcus, who takes real pride in this, is fuming in the back because he works really hard on these.
Well, this was the question and this was the answer. The only time JD knew the answer, it's shown. Everybody, I think it's time to go for a quick break.
Yeah, I knew the answer to this one.
I knew the answer to this one, teacher. Why did you ruin my test?
Do stay with us, everybody. Got much more coming up on the other side.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back to Morning Footy, 48 nations. Let's get into some headlines. Starting off in the Premier League, Manchester United has secured land to build its new 100,000-seat stadium. The 25-acre plot sits just a few hundred metres away from Old Trafford, and this comes over a year after the club revealed its plans for the massive new venue, and there hasn't been progress until the purchase of this land. So CEO Colette Roche said, quote, "Securing the right land for our new home has been absolutely critical, and the land we've acquired gives us the stage to deliver a truly world-class stadium." On some World Cup news now, Portugal's disappointing draw against DR Congo to open the tournament was marked by talks of the role of an ageing Cristiano Ronaldo. Winger Francisco Conceição rejected the idea that Ronaldo's Portugal teammates feel pressure to pass their superstar forward. Conceição did say, quote, "We don't have any obligation or need to pass the ball to him. Cristiano is an example because of the hunger he shows every day, as if it were his last session." Ronaldo's Portugal will have a chance to bounce back on Tuesday against Uzbekistan. In some World Cup injury news now, Brazil finally received some positive news regarding Neymar. The 34-year-old was back in full training for the first time at this World Cup, and he's expected to be available for the Seleção's Group C finale against Scotland, and a potential boost with Rafinha set to miss time due to an injury as well. In some other World Cup injury news, Bukayo Saka was in full training for England and is continuing to ramp up his recovery from an Achilles injury. Let's go, JD.
Let's go, Hannah.
Aurélien Tchouameni is a doubt for France's match against Iraq after he didn't train. Canada's Stéphane Eustáquio missed training ahead of their match against Switzerland, and Germany's Nico Schlotterbeck will miss the rest of the tournament with an ankle injury. So the German Federation confirmed that the centre-back suffered an ankle ligament injury in their 2-1 win over Ivory Coast on Saturday, and the 26-year-old has been a fixture of Julian Nagelsmann's Germany side over the last 2 years now. and he was replaced at half-time by Antonio Rudiger, who is expected to slot in next to Jonathan Tah for the remainder of the tournament. JD, you're going from Schlotterbeck to Rudiger. Does that change how you view Germany's chances in this World Cup as contenders?
It does, and only from one aspect, from a negative perspective. Not because Antonio Rudiger is not a different level defender. I mean, he's not quite at the peak that he was a couple of years ago when he was arguably one of the world's best, if not the world's best defender. But Schlotterbeck adds a new dynamic because, and I was never really convinced of this growing up, but I now see the benefits of it, of being a left-sided defender, and really what he does in terms of, especially the playing out from the back and the openness that he has, which is a natural thing for him on that left side. I think it now adds a new balance for Germany, and you'll see a lot more of them being forced into the inside from a tactical perspective, which is not going to benefit them in terms of the opposite, which is a natural left footer wants to go down the line. He wants to be progressive because that's his natural side. So, and he's had a great year. He really has been the embodiment of consistency, and I loved in your headline that you recognised over the last 2 years. I mean, Schlotterbeck has been fantastic for club and country. So it's a massive miss, and if they probably wanted to take one defender out, he'd be the last person they wanted to miss. But unfortunately, that's how the World Cup shakes up sometimes, and it's just too much minutes on the body, man.
Yeah. What do you make of Germany's chances, Charlie?
They're a team with a lot of potential, but I just don't buy them making a semi-final run.
They need a forward.
They do.
They're missing a forward, and I think when you win a World Cup, you've got to have a center forward that's putting 4 or 5 goals in the back of the net. I don't feel that I think it's a good team. They work hard, they move the ball. Will they do decently in this World Cup? Yeah, but I don't see this as semi-final. I don't see it a final. I see them quarterfinal without a center forward. That's what they need.
Undav's come in. He's been good, but yeah.
One game coming in, it's consistency. When you talk about Norway, you've got a big time forward. France has got a big time forward. You know what I'm saying? Germany has a team, but they need. Where's the Jurgen Klinsmann of the world? You know what I'm saying? Where are those type of players?
Well, Germany have top Group E. They're going to be playing Ecuador next week, everybody. So it's time for a quick break here on Morning Footy. But do stay with us. We've got so much more coming up on the other side, talking all things World Cup.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in 2 worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Tell me, can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
It's hard to figure out what's the low point for U.S. soccer in the mid-1980s. It was a joke. For decades, the U.S. cannot for their lives qualify to a World Cup.
Yeah, it's true. I live in America, believe me.
The USA players were a bunch of amateurs and semi-professionals. Things really needed to change.
We want to be the first team to qualify in 40 years.
Odds were stacked against us. The whole world's like, come on, you're American. Put some shoulder pads on. Put a helmet on.
Everyone knew that Trinidad and Tobago was going to embarrass big bad United States and get to the 1990 World Cup.
We were carrying the weight of American soccer on our shoulders.
Everything was on the line on that day.
That moment alone changed the trajectory of soccer in the United States.
$1 Billion Goal joins a lineup of soccer documentaries on Paramount Plus, taking a deep dive into the most game-changing moment in American soccer history and the goal that helped shape the future of the sport in the United States. Also available is You Don't Know Where I'm From, Doug, which follows the remarkable journey of Clint Dempsey from growing up in Texas to becoming one of the greatest players ever to represent the US at the World Cup. And then also Pulisic, which gives viewers behind-the-scenes access to the life and career of US star Christian Pulisic. And you can watch all three documentaries exclusively on Paramount Plus. Coming up next, everybody, we've got much more Morning Footy at 48 Nations.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. With the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Tell me, can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad would want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Footy 48 Nations, everybody. So after spending a whole day on the road in his RV, Nico Cantor has finally made it to the Lone Star State of Texas on his coast-to-coast trip. So yesterday he attended a banderazo.
Is that Ortega? Was that Ortega in front of him for a second there?
This is like a pre-match party ahead of Argentina's game today versus Austria in Dallas. He's getting drunk.
Oh, dale.
Isn't that bad luck? Isn't that bad luck? You're not supposed to drink out of the cup.
They won it last one. Okay, good. All right. The jinx is over.
Nico Cantor drinking on the job. Who would believe it? So I think it's day 12 of 41. Nico, you're in Texas. How was the drive? Weren't you in the RV the whole day? What was it like?
The whole day, 30-hour drive, guys, from Seattle all the way to Texas. But I'm here. Everything is bigger in Texas, including the Argentinian passion. Listen, it's just incredible to see because I've been to so many World Cups, Germany, South Africa, Brazil, Russia, Qatar, now here, and the Argentines never disappoint. They are always out in droves showing their best passion, and it's incredible that wherever they are, they show up and support the national team.
Nico, I've been so excited about this moment here because I know once you're with your people, you can give us a little bit of insight. We've seen all the other cultures. So tell us about this banderazo. What does it mean to Argentinians and what actually is it?
You know, JD, it's funny because I'm almost used to this. Banderazo, it's a rally. It's a show of support, always on the night before the game day. If people are anxious, if people are nervous, collectively, they come together and they just sing into the night. They drink, they get together, they show their flags. Banderazo comes from the word bandera, meaning flag. So all the flags are out. People make very specific flags. There's Maradona flags, there's Messi flags. There was a very famous rock icon in Argentina that passed away like 2 weeks ago. His name was Indio Solari. And there were flags of Indio Solari as well. Each flag means something different. It's from where you came in Argentina, and it's a way of repping your hood. So everybody that has made it all the way to Dallas, I've met people that have come from New Zealand, that have come from New York, that have come from La Pampa, corners of the world to celebrate for Argentina. So it means so much that it doesn't matter where an Argentine goes. They have this in common. And like I said, to a certain degree, I'm used to this. This is what I expect. But we have some producers here from the network that had never seen something like this. And it was incredible how they could just, like, no permits or anything, I don't think, just absolutely take over a park and make it Buenos Aires in Dallas.
Banderazo. I love it, man.
For me, Nico, I'm sure you're talking to all the Argentine fans, just a super diverse group of Argentine fans. But what are the expectations for Argentina in this World Cup compared to last one?
What do you think, Chuck?
Yeah, but do they think Messi can continue to replicate his form? Did they expect Messi to be at the level he is, considering he's coming from Inter Miami and MLS and not Europe? You know, what are the expectations and what are your expectations?
Chuck, listen, I think even without Messi, Argentina's expectations was always to win. It's the double-edged sword of the Argentinian sports culture where coming in second is not good enough. Everything you do, you compete to win. It was funny because I saw some Argentine fans the other day on socials picking up the trash because they wanted to pick up the trash better than the Japanese fans. That's how competitive Argentines are. So you understand, right? So everything that you do to win. And it's almost like when I was born in '93, so I didn't see Argentina get to a final of a World Cup since 2014. That's more than 21 years old, right? Just because of the culture, I always believed that Argentina's meant to win the World Cup. And all of these years, past decades, 3 decades, in fact, until I finally saw Argentina win the World Cup. And you realize that it's not a given. Argentina's not supposed to win anything. You have to deserve to win it by winning the World Cup, right? So that's the culture. That's the expectation. Now, that's the fans. That's one thing. Journalistically, I've told you and I've told the desk that I think it's very hard to go back-to-back. So many things need to fall into place. I do think, though, there's a couple of things in Argentina's advantage. One, that I don't think the quality of this World Cup is that good. Just like Qatar. And I think Argentina is in the category of teams that are actually decent. They have harmony with the group. There's a brotherhood about it. Not that many national teams have that. There is a unity, playing for Messi, playing with Messi, and Chuck, Messi still makes people around him better. That's incredible to see. We were having the whole conversation of, can he still do it? Can he not? Is he more of an asset than a liability? He is an asset in all sense of the word. And can Argentina do it? I think they can. It'll be very difficult.
Mijo, ¿a dónde está el choripán? ¿A dónde está el choripán?
I don't know. Chelo, I gotta go to the pregame to see if I can get some choripan. It's very early in the morning. I don't know if chorizo with a little bit of chimichurri 10 a.m. Screw it. I'll find one and I'll send you a picture.
Hey, real quick, man. When we talk about a culture, I know there's a bunch of Argentinians there, but really quick, how many other cultures, Americans, other diversity of people are wearing Argentina flag, and how infectious has that been? And where are you off to after this, man?
Yeah, listen, a lot of non-Argentines wearing Argentina jerseys. I never thought that I'd see the day. I mean, Chelo, you know well, Argentines, maybe specifically from Buenos Aires, we don't give off the most humble vibes, let's say. We're a bit of a culture that's pompous, arrogant. We know that we're
we like to use the word
and we like to show it.
I would never think that, though.
Correct.
Wait, confidence or arrogance? Which one is it? Confidence or arrogance?
Both.
Los dos.
So, I always, we were kind of like the enemy of South America. I think growing up, everybody wanted us to lose. Why? Because we're Argentinian, and that's okay. It created a little bit of culture within Argentina, us against the world. But what this kid has done, Messi, he's transformed that entirely. I've talked to people from all over the United States, people from Bangladesh. I interviewed a Bangladeshi journalist yesterday. I've talked to Americans. I've talked to Central Americans. I have seen Brazilians wear an Argentina national team jersey. Only Messi does that. And this is from I went to the Copa America in Brazil in 2019, and that's where I saw it for the first time. I grew up in an era where everybody loved Brazil. Everybody wanted to wear the Brazil yellow jersey. It was infectious. The good vibes, the energy, Brazilians happy playing football and being the best. And I would never thought that same dynamic would happen with Argentina. And it's in the age of globalization, you see everybody wearing Argentina Messi jerseys.
Yeah, Nico, it's a historic day for Argentine football today. It's 40 years on this day since the hand of God, and also the last time
Trauma.
I know.
What are we doing here? We're having such a good vibe.
The last time Argentina played in Dallas was just after Maradona got banned from the World Cup. So quite a historic day, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's two parts of the legacy of Maradona coming together on this day. Obviously, the hand of God and the goal of the century. The match that catapulted Maradona into a mythical status in Argentine lore. That's when he really went from extraordinary player to legend in the quarterfinal of the 1986 World Cup in Estadio Azteca to really become a deity in the eyes of the Argentines. Obviously, we need to consider the backdrop of war in that game between Argentina and England, the Malvinas, the Falkland Islands War, right? So for Maradona to exercise that revenge, if you will, quote unquote, in a sporting sense against England, it meant everything. And then it all comes together, like you mentioned, Hannah, here in Dallas, when Maradona makes his return to the national team. He was primed and ready. That Argentina team was cooking. That Argentina team, the 94, I think it's a very underrated team because obviously they didn't get far. Argentina out from Maradona out from the World Cup because of testing positive for ephedrine, and at the World Cup, without Maradona, Argentina couldn't pull it off, and his legacy at the World Cup ended there as a player. So that's it. It's a poignant day for Maradona and Argentina, and hopefully they can write another chapter today in their group stage game against Austria.
Nico, very curious, in terms of popularity with the Argentine people, outside of Messi, what jerseys are you seeing? Who is the next most popular player? Who is the player that represents
Nico!
Dale campeón! Dale campeón!
Look at this connection.
Morning Footy?
We are like, yeah.
How we doing?
Marco and his dad.
Marco.
Marco.
Hey, double M, double M.
I can hear.
M.
I hear Hannah's voice.
Hello.
Double M.
What's up?
It's so good to
What's
see
up?
you in Texas, bro. Look at you enjoying your best life.
Of course, first ever World Cup game.
For you?
I've never been to a World
You're
Cup game
kidding
before.
me.
Swear to God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Enjoy, bro.
It couldn't be Italy, but it's all right. We got Argentina. It's
The
close
next
enough.
best thing. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Marco, I have a question for you. Since you're here now,
Tell me.
are you joining this infectious energy of Argentinians? Are you an Argentinian fan throughout this tournament now?
I don't know about the entire tournament. Also, I have a lot of Argentines around me, so I don't want to get beat up. That's the most important thing right now. That's why I had to get a flag to have their colors.
Yeah,
but for today,
there
we're
we
Argentina.
go. Yeah, of course. There are Italian brothers. A lot of Argentines came from Italian ancestry, so whenever you see an Italian supporting the Argentine national team, you think of your ancestors, you think of your people. They remind us of us. They brought football culture to Argentina, and we perfected it.
Except we have 4 World Cups. And you know how many?
In a couple of days, we'll talk.
Oh my gosh, look at our
funny.
brothers in arms.
What are the
Our brothers in
chances?
How are
arms,
you
man.
doing,
Good,
by the way?
good.
You're tired?
Yeah, I'm good,
No,
bro. I'm
you
ready
sure?
to go. We're only like 20% into this ride.
How
bro.
have you
We're
been on
ready-
this RV
I'm
the whole
ready to
time?
go. I need a little bit of your energy.
Yeah, I can
bro.
tell. Argentina's playing today.
bro. We
You
got
kidding
this.
me?
Yeah, I'm very excited. But you know what I'm less excited about? The fact that Uruguay tied. That means that we get Saudi or Cape Verde. I thought it was going to be like a Uruguay or Spain.
You just said
the
you're
next
going to
one.
win in a few days. Why do you care about Saudi, Cape Verde?
Yeah, okay.
You could beat anybody.
Yeah, it's true. We get to get our revenge against Saudi Arabia, so that would be cool. If Argentina wins today, Argentina still has to win today.
Marco
Right,
and
they're
Nico.
gonna win today, of course.
Marco and
Yeah,
Nico.
we'll see.
I might be jumping the gun here. Marco, who did you come with?
I came with my father. He's over here.
Gaetano, the number one.
So we got.
I've seen many.
We got Marco's dad as well, and then we got Nico. Is your dad there too on a Father's Day weekend? Are you not all enjoying this together?
My dad is somewhere inside of the stadium. Yeah, he will be here. He's calling the game in Spanish. So if you want to watch the game, you can hear my dad in Spanish here in the U.S.
I just want you lot to recognize a moment, in fact, that you get to enjoy a World Cup with both of your pups on a Father's Day weekend, and how emotional, how amazing that must be for all of you lot. Congratulations to both of your families, for real.
Thank you, JD. Gaetano, what does it mean to be able to watch a World Cup game with Marco, you that you've seen football all around the world?
So I have seen many of the World Cup games, but in 1994 he was not born. So, but I am so happy. And yesterday was Father's Day, and we were together. And today we're here together. We're going to watch one of the best teams in the world, if not the best. Well, right now it's the best team in the world with my son, and it's going to be great.
Show them what you got underneath. Check this out. Take it off. We had some Austrian fans in our hotel, so we were scared to get beat up. So he put it on underneath.
But I must say that going around the field, we went all around the field to find you. Everyone is Argentinian here. Everybody's got an Argentina shirt. It is fantastic. It is really. We're going to see something magical today with the Argentinian team. And today, there's no way they're going to lose this game. There's no way.
Yeah, with this support,
it's impossible.
I'll take it though, Gaetano. Thank you very much.
Oh gosh, I'm going to cry. That's so lovely. What a lovely moment, boys. Enjoy the game later. Thanks so much for joining us, Marco. Lovely to see you, surprisingly.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
See ya.
Oh, what a lovely moment. How amazing is that?
Muchachos, ahora no
Oh, this is the World Cup right here, man. That's
It's
beautiful.
amazing, isn't it?
That's so beautiful.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I'm sad we've got to go to a break. I wish we could chat to them the rest of the show. But everybody, we have to take a break here on Morning Footy. Do stay with us. We've got so much more coming up on the other side.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others, but they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Tommy, can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, welcome back into Morning Footy. 48 nations is getting highlighted throughout this World Cup because it is the world's game. Chuck D, JD Dyer, and now we have a special guest with us. Talk about a UK takeover. My London brother from another, Jelani, aka J Tex. Jay, I like the fact that we get a little bit of a takeover here. I'm gonna hope that your internet holds out throughout the whole of it. But just tell me, we have a tradition here on Morning Footy. What do you make of American breakfasts now you're here and enjoying it live in the flesh?
Listen, it might be a little guilty pleasure, but I'll be honest, nothing beats it.
I like it. Look, Chuck D's already, look, now look, this is what I'm talking about with a Morning Footy takeover. His debut, and he's frozen. Can you imagine? And he's frozen on his debut. Look, Chuck D, I tell you what I struggled with more than anything when I first moved here, it was the food. Yeah, I put on about 10, 15 pounds, and it wasn't the type of pounds.
What were you eating?
Just American food,
like
bro.
What
it's just
was your
heavy.
go-to? We're talking about waffles, French toast, pancakes.
You're the only nation I know that starts off with so much sugar in the morning. Like, it's a lot to just process. I haven't even started my day yet.
It's like in the DNA.
It's in the veins.
I'm telling you, before national team games, at camp, I would go waffles. I would go scrambled eggs with a bagel, and all my teams were like, "You really eat like this?" I'm like, gives me the fuel before the game.
Jay, I want to make sure that your Morning Footy is good and your debut is correct. So just tell us a little bit about your journey, because for all those that don't know, of course, well-renowned streamer, well-renowned YouTuber, great internet personality as well. But how did you get into the footballing world?
So I started off by playing football myself. I was playing academy when I was younger, played for QPR. I played for about 2-3 years. And then after I got released, I wanted to stay in the game. But, you know, when you're younger, you think your dream is to be a pro. You're ready to be a pro until it's time to train like a pro. So when I humbled myself and I understood, you know what, maybe this is not for me, I wanted to enter a route of acting and, being on camera. So I decided to go to a tournament one day that was hosted by Neymar Jr. And if you win, you get to meet him. So we entered the tournament, we did quarterfinals, I made a vlog, and I posted it on TikTok. And that was 5 years ago, 10 days to this day. And it got 1 million views. And since then, I posted every single day. Now, I'm blessed enough to have over 5 million followers. I met, and filmed and played with some of the greatest players ever, like literally Cristiano, Messi, Neymar. So it's a blessing. I get to inspire the youth and just live playing football, which is what I've always dreamed to do. So that's how it kind of happened.
So, Jelani, you get to inspire the youth. Talk about how football has helped you build this successful empire as a streamer. What were some of the important things that you've taken from the game, from your academy days to where you are today?
One of the biggest things is discipline. Because if you want to be, I guess, big on social media, you can't start, you stop, you can't half-heart it. You've got to go 100% as often as you can, which has to be every day if you want to be at the top. But just above that, watching football, we have our football idols. Like I mentioned, you've got the Neymars, Ronaldos, the Messis, Pogba for me. And when you're watching players like that, and they're inspiring you because of their work ethic, their talent, and you want to be like them, they're a great influence on you, it translates to this world as well. So when I make content, I make sure I make it and I keep my values strong because I want the kids to look up to me and, want to be like me in that sense, where it's like they're chasing their dreams also. So football, content creation, streaming, everything is all interlinked. And the World Cup, you can see the effect it's had on inspiring the world to play football and be together. So, yeah, man, it's an amazing time to be doing what I do.
J-Tex, I'm going to hold you for half a second. I'm going to try something live on Morning Footy. I'm going to tell you to swipe your iPhone up and take your Wi-Fi off, and let's see if we can run it on the network, yeah? Because I want to make sure that people can really understand and hear your journey. And in between that, Chuck, I want you to understand something. What was your biggest takeaway? What did you love most about the game? What do you miss about the game, if anything, in terms of just looking at this and looking at the trajectory and how much football has changed as well?
Well, it's funny because how ironic it is. The 1994 World Cup played on American soil was the first time I got to watch the game. And what I took from it was, one, the fans' experience of being at the stadium, taking in all the different cultures, ethnicities, the songs, the food. That moved me because I felt embraced by the world. I felt accepted by the world no matter what I looked like, that the game was going to accept whoever, whenever, however. And so I think I was moved by that, one. But two, the passion of the players. I go back to that Nigeria team in '94, and you got Yakini grabbing the goal, after a goal and putting his face through the net. That's what moved me. So, you fast forward to 2026, and the same things apply now. All the kids in this country are moved and motivated to play because of the same things.
I think we got him back. Look, J-Tech, give us a sound check first of all, so we know that you're still there, Jelani.
Sound check.
Live, direct. We tried. This is live TV people. Sound check. The worst thing is, I bigged my boy up to be a streamer. You know that his internet connection is going to be good around the world. He streams to millions of people. And look at Chuck D. He's going to have him in his freeze frame forever. Hey, Chuck.
Hey, in London, the connection is better.
In London, the connection is much better, Jay. I'm telling you. The connection is better. We'll have a bit of fun with you, though. Since you're still here and we can just about hear you, let's have a little bit of fun, because I know something that does happen on the internet is they do Would You Rather, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you go back and forth. So I got my first one with you. Would you rather turn around and have a Roberto Carlos free kick facing you or a David Beckham free kick facing you?
Both amazing free kick takers, but I care about my well-being, and I think Roberto Carlos' free kicks are too powerful. So David Beckham, I'd rather get buried and just keep it as that and just keep my health, All
right, I'm gonna test your football, I guess, IQ/style. You're building a five-a-side team.
Ooh.
Okay, you got both players in their prime. Okay, you gonna go with Neymar or a Paul Pogba?
Before you answer that, Before you answer that, J-Tech, think about yourself at goals, Wembley, Northwest London. Me and J-Tech are probably born about, what, 5 miles from each other? Think about who you would pick for goals.
Hey, it's got to be Neymar, man. That's one of the most talented players ever. It's got to be Neymar.
That's not a bad selection.
But Paul Pogba, when he was top, when in his prime, I mean, that was a serious player. We're talking about five-a-side. He could do it all. But, hey, respect it because Neymar was an alien.
Both of them.
Neymar was an alien. He could do something different.
Here's a harder one, Jay. Arsenal win the Champions League next year or England win the World Cup this year? Be careful now. Be careful now. There's a lot of pressure in here.
Arsenal. It's got to be Arsenal.
Each and every time. Each and every time. Chuck D's happy with that one. You happy with that one?
I would have said, I'll take the U.S. winning the World Cup all day, every day, over anything you throw at me in this Would You Rather. I'll tell you that right now.
J-Tech, as much as we valued you having you on, love the story, love the journey, keep inspiring, especially with these next generation of kids that are going to be looking up to you. You worked so hard to put yourself in this position.
Think about it. You came from QPR.
Yeah, facts.
To now you inspiring the world. You're inspiring a generation. I mean, that's a come up.
And Jay, I want to say something. I know that the internet was a little bit sketchy this time, but you need to make sure that when the Wi-Fi connects properly, you come back on and bless us properly on Morning Footy.
For sure.
Absolutely, I got you guys.
All right.
J-Tech, the man, the influencer, and everything else in between, the journey that should be inspiring so many, from academy dropout to now inspiring millions around the world. That is football, that is Morning Footy, that is Chuck D. We'll see you after the break.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now.
Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman, All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
So Argentina, #1 in FIFA rankings, will take on 21st ranked Austria in a Group J matchup. The two will meet in Dallas at the AT&T Stadium later today at 1 o'clock. This is how things stand in Group J. Argentina and Austria both sit on 3 points, so it does seem like whoever wins today will end up top of the group. After Jordan and Algeria losing in their first games, they are both on 0 points, and they are going to be facing each other today. Everybody over in Argentina's team, Messi finished the first round of matches with his first ever World Cup hat-trick to put him on that top goal scorer list. Now, while some of us may have been surprised, we did have someone at the network who correctly predicted this. Take a listen. The Hood, top scorer.
Oh, I know this one.
As much as I love France, I really do think the Golden Boot's going to be won by Lionel Messi, the old Lionel Messi, the 38-year-old.
Really?
The big reason being...
You think it's going to be
This is also the person who Argentina aren't going to lean on.
The big reason being, I never said they're going to just not lean on him. I said that they have other weapons apart from Lionel Messi.
Even Messi's concerned.
The big reason...
Even Messi's like, look, really?
No. We put all the jokes aside and we get back to the football conversation.
Well, that's a bit of humble pie for you there, Hannah, isn't it? You know what I mean? Laughing at him, even Messi's concerned. All right. Well, Lou clearly was onto something then, wasn't he?
Let's just say it's one game in. What do we think about Who's
haters over there? What's
telling you, man?
Well, you don't think he can win it?
Well, you said it yourself. One
I
game
asked
in.
you though. I don't know about me. I'm asking you. Come on.
I don't know. He's one goal away from breaking the record of most goals in a World Cup, isn't he? Do you think he'll be thinking about that going into these games?
How could you not?
Yes.
Marcelo, you shook your head.
So.
You don't think he circled it?
He said it the other day. I know Close is there. I know this, but dude, he's all about the team. He's all about the team. Listen,
he's thinking about that record.
He knows Mbappe's going to pass him, so it's like, come on.
No,
it's right there.
Cello, deep down, of course he's never going to say to the public, hey, I want to, that's driving him. He wants to be, I think
the drive for a World Cup, a second World Cup, is more than that goal.
I agree.
100%.
I agree, but it's on his
think
mind.
He will be thinking about it.
I'm sure his teammates are talking about it.
You don't think his teammates are feeding him?
I'm sure. Listen, they're going to feed him every opportunity they can, just like they did in the first game, like they'll do in the final if they get that. They will always feed him. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's going to be an honor for him. I think, he thinks about it, but I don't think it's like, okay, we need to win this game, and then maybe I don't have to play the third game. But I don't think it's that drive, like, I need this. This is what I want. He got what he wanted. He got what he wanted 4 years ago with that trophy. You saw how much it meant to him. When he walked up to it, he rubbed it, he kissed it. You could see the emotion in his eyes. That's what that country needed. That's what it wanted.
So what do you think motivates him now then? He's won the World Cup.
That second trophy.
The second trophy.
Yeah, and making sure Ronaldo doesn't win it.
And I wonder if they're going to Americanize it. I know you don't watch the NBA, but like when LeBron James breaks a record, all of a sudden everybody stops. They bring like an announcer down, like the lights go real low in the middle of it. I don't know,
After the game.
We in the middle of the US.
Maybe a water break.
Hey, listen, I don't be surprised if some announcement comes up on one of them big screens in one of them stadiums, like, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, we just wanted to let everybody know that Leo Messi has just broken this. You don't think that's gonna happen? You don't think?
I like your American.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to let you know.
You would say, I just want to let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was important to inform you that right now, Leo Messi has just. I can see it happening.
That is funny. Yeah.
That is a Dallas Cowboys type of thing.
I'm telling you, Jerry Jones country. I'm telling you, it could happen. How about them Cowboys?
If they do that, I may have to turn off the TV. I may have to do that. I may have to turn off the TV. They Americanize this.
Do you know what? If he breaks the record, I think Nico would be the one announcing it.
That's true.
Golden Ball, player of the tournament. Is it too early to say Messi's in the running for that?
No, he's in the running, but it's too early to really have an idea of who the top 5 to 3 will be. I mean, you already have positive starts from Harry Kane, Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, obviously Lionel Messi. There's just a number of players who have already obviously want that trophy, want that title to go down with their name in this tournament. But again, you're trying to measure team success versus individual success, and team success is what puts you over the top. And Messi is central to Argentina's success in this tournament, and they're the defending champions. They feel that they can win this tournament. So if Argentina do win the World Cup and repeat, he will be the Golden Ball winner, which will be incredible given that you're starting to see a lot of current MLS teams, players who are in this tournament having success. And you're telling me a player who's playing in MLS through and through can win the Golden Ball. What an accomplishment, not only for Lionel Messi, but for CONCACAF and for Major League Soccer.
He's not a bad player too. Like, if he sticks at this, he could have a half-decent career as well. You know what I mean? He's okay.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please stand
He's like
and
that
clap
macho
your
man Randy
hands
Savage
for the new World Cup record holding
Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi.
That's quite good.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Marcelo, do you think this team is good enough to go back-to-back without Messi?
Ooh. Without Messi? No. Listen, they've got a good team. But in order to win a World Cup, you've got to have a difference maker. And I think Messi, you saw it. If Messi didn't score those 3 goals, who was going to score the other day for Argentina? So there's a few players that need to step up, and I think we'll talk about that later. But I don't think, listen, it's hard enough to repeat as it is. France got there twice, ask them. It's not easy. So repeat, it's going to be...
That need to step up. We're going to be talking about that right now. So that brings us to our Nintendo Player Select presented by Nintendo Switch 2. Boys, who are the 3 players you think need to step up if Argentina are to defend their World Cup title? Charlie, I'll start off with you.
Yeah, just throw my guy up there, Enzo Fernandez. The 25-year-old central midfielder who currently plays for Chelsea, but it's been rumored to be all over Real Madrid. Apparently he's keen on moving to Madrid at some point in his life, but he had 9 passes into the final third out of midfield. He was 63 for 67 with his passes. I mean, he is central to how Argentina play as one of the cornerstones in the midfield, responsible for opening up the game and seeing that pass to break lines. Enzo Fernandez, he shows out when he plays for Argentina. He definitely shows that he's, if not world class, right at that doorstep of world class. And this tournament, I think, can push him over.
Okay. So you've got Enzo Fernandez. You want to make a...
Yeah, I like his evolution of his game because we think about where Enzo was, especially for the latter half of Benfica. He was definitively like seen as a defensive midfielder of 4 or 6, sitting that pivot and just kind of recycle possession. I've seen an expression in him this year in a Chelsea shirt of wanting to impact the game into the final third, and now I'm seeing that replicated in an Argentina shirt. So I'm liking the fact that he's adding strings to his bow, and he wants to impact the game in as many facets as possible. And he really is. I think he's starting to become what I would say a complete midfielder, which is really shocking in modern football to talk about complete midfielders, because we were talking about players having definitive roles, and he's almost ripping that up and saying I can be absolutely everything for everything in terms of my team. So I like his game. I really do love it.
But he doesn't have to be everything.
No, he doesn't.
You got McAllister, you got Paul. You've got such a good
balance,
understanding of each other, like they did in the last World Cup. If he does his role and does it well, along with McAllister and DePaul, that midfield's very difficult. Yeah. Very difficult to penetrate. And all 3 are very good at going forward.
Yeah.
So,
Marcelo, what player have you got?
Oh, Julian Alvarez. Listen, if Argentina is going to go far, you need a goal scorer. And if you look at the last World Cup, 7 games, 5 starts, 4 goals, 1 assist, 2 against Croatia, Australia, and Poland. So this is a guy, for me, that has to step up. You can't put the weight of Messi of having to score every game. So when I look at this, I look at this young man having to take a big step this year, and Messi's a little older, he's a little bit more mature, playing at Atletico Madrid. So for me, when we talk about national team, we talk about goal scorers, we talk about great movement, the way he moves on and off the ball, he chases back defensively. But in order to win a World Cup, you're going to need a second hand besides Messi. And for me, Julian is the guy that needs to step up.
Okay. JD, who you got?
I've actually gone the complete opposite because I feel like for so much for Argentina, we focus on the forwards and we focus on what they do in the attacking third. So I've actually gone for Cuti Romero. And only because I actually like the pressure that's on his shoulders. Disappointing year with Spurs domestically. I think he'd be the first person to admit that. But leadership has never really been a question mark. My only question mark with him is discipline. Can you keep a cool head and can you show leadership in a completely different facet? Because let's not get confused, Argentina are going to dominate a lot of the teams that they play against, but how they handle the transitions and how they handle their discipline in terms of their shape and their concentration is going to tell me how far this team can be. What I've loved about his game over the last 4 years, from the last World Cup to here, is that he has showcased that he can step up in the big moments. The bigger the game seems to be, the bigger that Cuti seems to grow into these situations. What I need now is an understanding, which he shows in an Argentina shirt and doesn't always show in a Spurs shirt, of a discipline and understanding and management of a game, in making sure the concentration in terms of our backline is solidified, because we know we've got the players in the final third, like a Julian, like a Messi, and so many others that can go and impact a game and win us a game. It's about whether or not we can be focused back here.
I was curious, Marcelo, from your perspective, the Julian Alvarez versus Lautaro Martinez debate. Where do you sit on that, and who do you think by the end has a bigger impact?
Oh, listen, I think Julian is the one. You need pace up front. I get Martinez is very big and he's very strong and he fights and he scratches, but when you look at starts and the XG and everything about it, this is a guy who can get in behind the back line. He can connect well. Go back to the Croatia goal when he got that ball. He ran 60 yards out of control, but Martinez just can't do that, and that's what Argentina needs. They need to be able to spread the game, because when you spread the game, you find your best player. Messi's always trying to find the gap underneath, but for me, Julian needs to start. He proved it last World Cup. He started 5 out of 7 games, and look where they went. So the problem is can you keep him healthy?
But Chela, how important is form for this? Because what Lautaro done in terms of the back end of last season, obviously being crowned the champion as well, scoring so many goals, is the confidence, especially when you speak about someone playing a supporting role to Messi. Would you rather someone that has the confidence in terms of all the goals they scored domestically, or would you rather someone that you feel like is probably the better, more complete overall player?
I think every game will bring a different challenge. And I think you looked at the first game for Argentina. Martinez do much for you?
No.
Exactly. He didn't do enough. I get it. Listen, he's at Inter, he scores goals. I get it, club soccer. But when you put on that jersey, you play a role, be it this role, be it that role. His role is to defend and to score goals. He doesn't do that very often. He didn't do that in the last World Cup. Julian did.
Is he kind of like the Tevez?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think he's that guy that out of the blue will score you a goal, will get in the air and knock a ball in. But if I'm a center back right now, I'd be more worried about Alvarez than I would be about Martinez, only because of his pace. Well, then that pace scares me.
I'm going to upset you again, because I've just been told that Julian Alvarez is not starting once again.
I know. But we talked about key players that need to step up. He needs to step up.
So he needs a big moment for you. And you know, when you were talking about replications from the previous time, you know who Julian reminds me of, the role he needs to play? You remember Kun Agüero? The positions that he found in terms of to support Messi, found the odd goal that was super important. If you're going to have your Lautaros, that's going to be your Carlos Tevez, then he has to be Kun Agüero. And Kun Agüero scored some big goals.
Think about him
Argentina.
and Higuain. Argentina has this incredible ability of developing these strikers, but some don't fit for whatever reason into the puzzle in the right way to get the most out of the team.
Crespo, I mean, you can go down the list. And then Canija, I mean, you can go...
Batistuta.
Batistuta, Canija can't play together. Why not?
Yeah.
Why can't they play together? Play them and see what happens. You know what I mean? But it's like I said, can you play with 2 forwards? No. Because the other one has to be Messi. Because listen, in modern football now, teams run. So there's only one guy that maybe you can let just a little bit loose and say you don't have to defend as much, and that's Messi. Everybody else has to defend.
Yeah, well, that's Argentina versus Austria. Quickly, if Messi scores, what are they going to say in the stadium?
Everybody, stand up and give a big round of applause for Lionel Messi.
Okay, everybody. Taking a break here. We'll see you after this short one. Everybody, do stay with us.
This show's so chaotic sometimes.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days, but the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad would want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back to Morning Footy 48 Nations. Now, today we are live on YouTube, so we did put a poll out and the results have come in. So the question was, which confederation has impressed you the most? 38% of you viewers voted CONCACAF, 24% CAF, and then 19% CONMEBOL and UEFA. So those are the results on the poll. Bucket, are you agreeing with those results? Has CONCACAF impressed you the most? What do you think?
I'm wondering how many people voted in that poll. I feel like we're getting some skewed data there because I've been most impressed by a little bit of everyone, but I feel like we're not giving enough credit to some of these UEFA sides. I know they're the big dogs. I know they're supposed to be the ones that get the job done, but it's been so much fun watching teams like Norway play today or playing earlier this week and now later today. I'm excited to watch more of teams like that play.
Yeah, it's been fun watching Germany, isn't it, Bucket? It's always.
It is fun watching Germany, always.
We've got 4 big games today, so what bets have you got for us, Bucket?
I'm going to rapid fire down a bunch of the bets. And Hannah, I'm glad it's just me and you here. I feel like JD and Charlie needed to cool off a little bit from the last segment.
They always interrupt us, so.
They do always interrupt us. So let's just have some fun talking about these bets. Going rapid fire through these, starting with Argentina versus Austria. 2 bets, and the first one's one that y'all already talked about. Messi to score today is even money, plus 100. You can say he doesn't care. You can say it doesn't matter. His team will be funneling him the ball the entire time. Love that at even money. And I also love both teams to score. Whoever wins this game wins the group. Austria, even though they're not the better side, they were able to rest Marco last match for a first half, and now he's going to be hungry to get goals for Austria. I do expect both teams to find the back of the net. France versus Iraq, I'm going to bet the exact same thing I've bet every single time for the last 6 months now, and that is Michael Olise to record an assist. I do not care if it is in the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich. I do not care if it is with the national team for France. The way he links up with Mbappe and Doué and Dembele, it is unfathomable the work that Olise does. And him to have an assist right now, again, plus 110. I love that. And I also love over 3.5 goals in this game at minus 110. France might score 4 by themselves. They might not even even need Iraq to help in this matchup. I'm expecting goals to flow in this match. Norway versus Senegal. 2 more bets here. Norway over 1.5 team total at plus 100. Again, even money. I know that Senegal are a good defensive unit, but it took just one slip up against France for them to completely fall apart. And Norway, especially with that ticked off Nordic Viking at the front, Holland, running like he's mad at the ground he's playing on. I expect them to break through the Senegal back line. So Norway to get 2 or more at plus money is my favorite bet there. And I also just like a blanket over 2.5 goals in this game. Norway doesn't play defense. Senegal will score in this game. This is the kind of match where if it ended 2-2, wouldn't be shocked at all. And then finally, Jordan taking on Algeria. This is a big match because if either team can pull 3 points, it might be enough to help them qualify and get out of the group. So they are playing for everything today. Jordan looked pretty good against Austria, better than I thought they would. And while Algeria disappointed against Argentina, they still have the quality to get stuff done. So I love both teams to score once again at plus money, plus 110. So there you go, Hannah. Bets for every game taking place today.
Lovely stuff. Love the Messi bet. If he scores, he's the top goal scorer in all World Cup history. So it'll be very exciting to see. Thank you very much, Buckets. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Hannah. Thank you so much.
OK, then, everyone, time for a quick break here on Morning Footy. We're continuing our conversations on all things World Cup after this.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me. Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events. It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in 2 worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Tell me, can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money.
What's the plan here?
Gonna blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back to Morning Footy, everybody. On this day, 32 years ago in 1994, the US men's national team famously defeated Colombia 2-1 during the FIFA World Cup group stage. It was the USA's first World Cup victory in 44 years. Tony Meola was the captain. And guess who was in the team? Marcelo Balboa. And he was rocking the famous mullet. And we're actually going to recreate it in the studio right now. Boys.
I wasn't blessed. I didn't. I kept the 90s hairstyle. Oh my God, you lot were really rocking some interesting hairstyles, boy. Yeah.
Wow, what a moment.
It's the flick of the hair. It's the flick of the hair
when the hair moves.
When you run it with it.
Tap.
Hey, win the header.
How is the wig not falling off? That is so funny.
Wow. I just hanging in the air with that.
Good tackle. USA.
Actually,
let's go.
Something out of Rocky.
Let's go, USA. Yeah.
This has been the most chaotic morning footy in a long while.
We go, Fred. Come on.
Yeah. Win the header. That's what you got to do. Just win the header.
I can't breathe. I don't think I can talk.
Waldo, go down the line. Yeah. All right, Waldo.
Yeah. Get a hair out of your face, man. There you go.
Oh my God.
Get a hair out of your face.
I'd always see. I'd see Cello on the pitch. He'd be like, Alexi, come on, tight. All right, get in the wall. Yeah. Right.
Come on, get in here. Let's go.
I'm in.
We're good. You got it?
I don't even know what question to ask.
There is no question to ask.
Honestly. Did you miss the mullet ever?
I still have long hair, so I
still got it.
I got a little.
You still got it?
Yeah, I got a little.
I missed mine, yeah, in the early 90s.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Oh my gosh, Charlie, you should grow it. It actually suits you.
Hey, Charlie, please.
One of my twin boys has the hair like this. I've always dreamed of having it.
Chuck D, please win the header one more time. Just win the header one more time. Win the header one more time.
All right then, everyone. Oh, God, I can't even talk. Everyone, we're just getting started here on the Golazo Network. But do stay with us. We've got so much more coming up on the other side. See you soon.
Come on.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries.